Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Records. The Binding of Isaac, while he waits for his car's oil change to be complete. I don't know what my HP looks like. Dude, our stats are good though. These are like Isaac stats. Half decent speed, rate of fire is normal, damage is a little bit above average, but if you want to, you know, I'm not trying to cause any problems, ruffle any feathers, or etceteras, etceteras. 4.12 damage is fine. It's good. It's probably even great. But it's like just slightly better than Kane's and Judas. Actually, maybe Kane I don't remember, but slightly better than Judas's by default. So if I wanted to get, you know, 4 point whatever damage, I could just pick Judas. But I'm just saying for an Eden run, it's a good place to be. You can't complain if you go to a roulette restaurant and you get something that's roughly on par with a Ruth's Chris Steakhouse, which I've never been to, but I'm taking sponsorship requests if you want to. I haven't been to that many steakhouses in my life to begin with. So, you know, now that I think about it, I'm not trying to say that I've never eaten at a nice restaurant, but I've very rarely been to a steakhouse. I went to a steakhouse for the first time when I was in my freshman year of college, and I didn't order a steak because I looked at the menu and said, you know, I looked at the camera and I said, hold up, it's 2006. I'm not paying $24 for a steak. I'll take the salmon. It's $14. So I've been to a steakhouse, but I never had the steak there. I can't go to the curse room. I can't justify. It's too dangerous right now. And I'm trying to think, since then, I have ordered steak at a restaurant on occasion, but very, very, very rarely. Like, if I go to a nice restaurant, it's a special occasion, the day of St. Valentine's, a birthday, Christmas, anniversary sort of situation, I don't know. If I'm paying a lot of money for food, I want it to be weird. Like for not for my birthday, for our anniversary, Kate and I went to quite a swanky place in Vancouver. Like the kind of place you go to and you're like, we're not 80-year-olds wearing suits. Like they're gonna think that we're trying to dine and dash here, but they still treat us with respect somehow. Don't they know we're charlatans? We shouldn't be here. And it was like, you know, it was one of those places where it's like, here's the menu, choose one of three things, and the price is what it is. And it was wonderful, but, you know, they had a beef option on the menu, and I was like, I'm not paying gold for beef. Are you kidding? I'll just go to the grocery store, get some raw hamburger, and shove it into my gullet. Kate got the beef. I tried it. It was delicious. I got the duck breast. I tried it. It was good, but it wasn't as good as the beef. That's what I get for trying to cheat the system, you know? Sometimes you just gotta accept, you know, beef's on the menu for a reason. Anyway, maybe I'll eat a steak this weekend. I haven't really thought about it. Probably not. When it comes to, like, restaurant food that's way too expensive, I'm a seafood guy for sure. Like, if you're like, hey, here's a steak, it's 25 bucks, I'd be like, that's expensive. They're like, here's, you know, some scallops for 25 bucks. I'd be like, I'm not happy about it. I'd rather just eat like a toasted piece of bread with a slice of cheddar cheese on it, but I'll have some scallops. I'm not going to be happy about it. I'm a hard person to eat with, I think. I don't actually think that's true. I think I'm a relatively easy person to eat with. I'm not a picky eater. I never meant to... You guys like Hoobastank? Do those things to you. The Reason, #1 song of 2004. Saw that music video 3,000 or 4,000 times, no doubt. Let me in, please. Thank you. You know what? I don't like what's for sale in the shop, so I am willing to go a little bit extra, as the kids say these days. Try to pick up a non-spacebar item with some genuine uses here. To be honest, Book of the Dead is probably better than Book... You know what? Let's go Book of the Dead. Oh, and it's a perfect situation. When you get the best item last, you gotta love it. So Book of the Dead is not going to be useful until the next floor, but it's immediately, you know, something that's very nice to have. We're one away from Bookworm. If we use it on the right rooms, we should be able to get a nice little orbital setup going on. Maybe a few little friendly skeleton boys as well. Hey, my speed was not high enough to do that dodge. Okay, don't take it yet. We're in a delicate spot. That's wonderful. Grab that. Grab this. Is a rate of fire upgrade. Shot speed. Who cares? Head down to the next floor. What we're going to do here is very simple. No special rooms next to me. We're going to Emperor card. The Frail is kind of like a dream boss fight for us. Woo! It's basically just like an upgraded version of Larry Jr. Isn't that the Hollow? No, I said upgraded. I'm pretty sure that the Hollow is a downgraded version of Larry Jr. put here because there's a benevolent god in the universe. So we will grab this right away because we can. And I'm happy it's HP. And you know what? All things considered, on a Curse of the Blind floor to knock out the Krampus fight is totally fine. We know roughly what we're going to get. We know what we will take and what we won't take. I.e., we will take a lump of coal. We won't take Krampus's head. Krampus's head. Really wish I had a single bomb. Not for the Demon Heart, but so I could bust up those skulls in the center and have easier positioning. Lump of coal. Beautiful. And now we can actually start building our familiar army here. Bob is building an army. Let's get ready. A little bit on the light side so far, but well, that's okay. I always like Luke Skywalker more than Darth Vader anyway. Oh, movies. You hear about these things? So I feel like we have to pour one out, you know? I've been talking about how I'm jealous of America because America has Movie Pass. You know, you pay 25 bucks a month, something like that. You get unlimited access to movies at AMC theaters. Some blackout dates may apply. It's a great deal. Then, like, 2 months ago, there were articles that were like, hey, we're adding surge pricing to Movie Pass, so it's still 25 bucks a month, but you might have to pay a little surcharge on top. So I saw people the weekend that Mission Impossible Fallout came out. They were like, hey, why do I have to pay an extra $4 to see the movie? And that's when you start to wonder. And, you know, economically, you are still saving money if you see a lot of movies. You just have to pay a little extra on top. But really, you're paying 25 bucks a month to get, you know, maybe $10 off your Mission Impossible movie ticket. That's not that bad. And then they were like, we're out of money. We have no money. And people were like, oh no. So they're, you know, probably going out of business. Pour one out for Movie Pass. It feels like one of those ideas that was like extreme. It was so customer focused, it actually just cannot survive. It's like the way the internet feels they would run every business, you know? If I ran Coca-Cola, the first of every month would be free Coca-Cola day for everybody to show my appreciation. Oh, what do you mean I'm fired? You know, like, that's what happened to Movie Pass. They're guilty of being too innocent. Little Loki. I mean, it's a smoking deal, right? For the price of like a movie and a half, you can see as many movies as you want. It's not like you're actually stealing anything for the movie theater, except for, I guess, chairs from paying customers in some situations, but anyway, all I'll say is rip. Rip to you, my friends. I've never been, we were talking about it when Corey and I, and, you know, our better halves saw Mission Impossible. There's a very famous theater chain in Canada called Cineplex. When he sat down, he was like, I haven't been to a Cineplex in like 10 years. And I was like, I haven't been to a theater that wasn't a Cineplex in like 10 years. I'm missing out, dude. I've never been to a VIP theater, the kind that are popping off in Alamo Drafthouse, at Empire Landmark, etc., etc. We've already, yeah. I've never been to a theater with recliners, food and drink service. I'm not really complaining, you know, I understand. Reserved seating was the #1 thing, and now that that's pretty much everywhere, at least up here, I'm totally cool with it. Trying to find a seat at the movie theater just seems archaic now. No offense, Southwest Airlines. Anyway. We've done the movie conversation too much recently. We don't have to do it again. How's Isaac going? Thank you for asking. Is going pretty well. I think we're a couple of items away from really, truly popping off, but we're not in a bad spot. HP leaves a little bit to be desired. I am a fool and an idiot. HP leaves a little bit to be desired. Damage and DPS are very good for where we stand right now. Just don't be overly aggressive and cost yourself big time here. You know what? This is a perfect room for the chariot as far as I'm concerned. I do realize now that I'm actually an idiot, and using the chariot card here has basically killed all of my orbitals. We'll start rebuilding those. I'm not too worried. You know, lesson learned. Well, at least we didn't get inhibited by that. Okay, we walked right into that one. I'm slipping. It's the ghost of movie pass coming back to haunt me. Just give me a red heart. You know what it is? It's the fact that I know we don't need to avoid taking red heart damage to get a deal with the devil. So my brain is like, you're good, dude. Don't sweat it. I'm a little bit worried about this guy who explodes when he dies. Even though he's on my side, the fact that he explodes when he dies is giving me a great deal of anxiety here. All I ask you is for a shop as soon as possible. Don't throw your bones at me, mister. Just a shop. It's very simple. You give me a shop, I will buy a red heart, assuming I have the ability to, and live my life. Hey, something, the song from 10 years ago, just live your life. Do I really want this? I'm going to take it just to slow down shots, you know, because we're under a slight bit of duress. Ooh, that was almost a champion that hit me there. You're doing fine, sweetie. Just hold it together. Don't take dumb damage. And all of the mistakes of this floor. Like, here's the thing. Your HP looks worse than it is. And it looks worse than it is because you played that freaking Demon Judgment. And it paid out with something that wasn't particularly incredible. So, you know, it's going to leave you a little bit behind the curve, potentially. I'm just going to... Oh, hey. Get sequestered. Now, I'm very glad we got more HP, because otherwise this would have been an absolute nightmare. Missing page 2 is trash, but it gives me some HP. So, again... I had to try. I'm gonna take Guppy's head. An item that I do believe I overrate. I don't think I can take Gimpy. This is, I'm losing it, dude, because, like, there was this thread that popped out that was like... What, and it's not, like, it's not harassment. They were like, what are some items you think NL overrates in Isaac? Every item in that room was on the list, more or less. People were like, he overrates Guppy's head. He takes it to become Guppy, but he doesn't realize that if you just take it and put it down, you just paid one red heart for nothing in a lot of circumstances. And there are situations where that one heart can make all the difference in the world, and I agree with that. I do. So I've been trying to be more self-conscious about that. And then they're like, he overrates Gimpy, especially at low luck levels. You know, you pay one red heart, oftentimes you get nothing out of it. I agree with you on that as well. Mind you, I was just going to say, if we got a red heart in here, I'm taking Gimpy probably. But you know, I felt the pull, the siren song of the Gup. We're going to head down to the next floor. And it's good, like, it's not good that we're so low on HP, but what's good about the situation is that I've recognized we're kind of careening, you know, like we're out of control to some extent. Slow it down. You're still in a totally acceptable position just as long as you don't let it get out of hand. As long as you can recognize you're doing... I'm not going to pick up that Gimpy because one HP is 4 times worse than 2 HP. I know the math doesn't check out. You're just going to have to trust me. The ability to be hit once and have it ruin your run is very, very, very bad. These guys have got it. These enemies can hit you from afar. That's a very delicate situation you're dealing with. So I kept Book of the Dead for a good reason, by the way. And this is controversial. I think the Book of the Dead may well be better than Guppy's head with its effect. The ability to give you so many orbitals and also have like some familiars out there to help you, I think it's worth more than 3 flies per room. I think it can be at least worth more than 3 flies per room. And this is a big step for me because I had previously said, you know, I think Book of the Dead is okay. Now I'm saying it's better than Guppy's Head, one of my favorite items. Probably the spacebar item I take the most in today's day and age. Now I take it the most because it shows up a lot, but also because it's pretty good. So that's how you know I'm in it to win it here. I'm making bold claims. So I'm gonna do something you may suggest is bad, and I'm gonna fight some enemies and get 2 stone chests. And immediately, it was not bad at all. It was the smartest decision I've made on the entire run. We get the opportunity to talk a little bit about Isaac instead of talking about AMC Movie Pass. Get him? Get him? Love it. Okay, we got some Spirit Hearts, not for Devil Deal protection, just for our own survival. Feels nice to be in control of that again, and the thing is, we are always, you know, whenever you get Goat Head, it's like this, can't you feel it? The air is electric. Anything could happen. It's like going to see a game at Rogers Arena in Brock Besser's rookie season. You know, maybe he gets boarded, draws a penalty, comes off of the bench, scores a slapper against Jonathan Quick, puts the Canucks up 5-1 in the second period. Maybe Jake Vertanen leaves the bench door open a little bit too long. Brock gets hit. Freaking leg gets mangled in the door. Takes him out for the rest of the season. No big deal, Jake, you know, just a growing pains. Anyway, all I'm trying to say is it doesn't have to be about hockey. Anything can happen. Anything can happen here. Hate it. I love Sack of Sacks. If we could get the money to make Sack of Sacks work, and we might have to sacrifice half a Spirit Heart if we want to get it immediately. That's the price you pay. I'm willing to do it. It's... Oh, we're going to get a little bonus out of it as well. So Sack of Sacks. Hit the sacks. Been too long. I'm glad to be back. Just wanted to see, you know, if we can get another red heart immediately, that'd be nice. Okay, let's get out of here. If obviously there's more red hearts. The only thing is, I don't want to backtrack, okay? If we don't have to backtrack for mission critical situations, I would prefer not to. I'd rather sacrifice half a Spirit Heart for convenience, you know? Not trying to ruffle any feathers. I'm just saying. If we... Can I get... Hey, someone out there who has a college degree but way too much time on their hands, can I get some unpaid labor out of you? I'm being a caricature of myself. By the way, when I say that, what I'm saying is don't do this unless you sincerely want to. But what I'm going to say is, can we get an analysis on maybe like the past 10 runs? Have we gotten a disproportionate amount of spacebar items from item rooms? Because it really feels like there's like a 70% incidence of getting spacebar items on item rooms lately. Some of them are good. I'm not complaining that much. I'm just saying they've been showing up what I feel is a little bit more than usual. So, again, it's another tricky one. I don't really think... Well, I don't know. I have to think about it, don't I? Now I wish I'd taken Gimpy, but I'm willing to at least give this a shot. That's very, very good. I think I have to take this and then come out here, grab this, and probably just leave. Well, it is marginally tempting to take Horror Babylon. Damage isn't really our big problem right now. So I don't think we need to invest in that necessarily. What is our big problem? Survival. So why did we give up, you know, 2/3 of our HP? Well, as odd as it sounds, Maw of the Void is almost a defensive item. Almost. So all we need to do is play shrewdly, and if we do so, we could have a stable of Demon Hearts, the likes of which the world has never seen before. If we play badly, we're in a real dangerous spot. But we got good defense until, like, we have a chance to kill some time before we ever get a payout from Maw of the Void. Now, of course, I hope that it happens more quickly than it is right now, but... okay, we're going in the wrong direction to do anything that we would like to do. That's fine. Boss Rush, again, hyper irrelevant, actually deleterious in all likelihood. Unless there's an item in there that takes us to the next level. There's always a chance. Just play it cool. Beautiful. Even just one demon heart. For the price of a single demon heart per day, you can change one streaker's life. Now I feel so much more confident. It's given me the space and the tools I need to perform at my best. Take a look at that. Toxic Shock. Oh, I was going to say do a Hierophant. So we actually do not like the Chariot card. Very much. Not anymore. Because we lose all of our orbitals when we crash into enemies. It's good, I guess, if we just want to hang back for a bit. But what's the point of hanging back, you know? We'd rather... If we're going to pop something that gives us invincibility, we'd like to kill whatever it is that's causing us the problems while we're invincible. Buy another Spirit Heart just to keep us safe. Very, very easy floor, but, you know, don't let it trick you. Our HP has not improved enough to get cocky. Great fight, though. Alright, so we have one red heart. Keep that in mind. This rhyme I designed to explain in due time. All I know. So we probably should have gone Satanic Bible. But I really like the Pact and accidentally doing my Bob Dylan impression. Many of those items are good, but I prefer not to think about them because we can't afford them. Once upon a time you dressed so fine. Didn't you? Beautiful. Just dulcet tones. Can't you... You know, like, the Hitman franchise is so associated with, like, Ave Maria? Ave Maria. What if instead it was Bob Dylan singing Tangled Up in Blue? Or, wouldn't I feel so all alone? Everybody must get stoned. I'm not saying it would ruin the game or the song. I'm just saying it would certainly put a little bit of a different spin on it, right? What if it was Despacito? Dude, can I get somebody under the age of 18? Can I get somebody under the age of 18 to explain Despacito to me? So, like, I know. I was alive in the summer of 2017. It was a huge song. Couldn't escape it. Even on English radio, they played Despacito because you can't ignore it. Normally, they play a song that has a single Spanish word in it, and they're like, "Oh, I love Latin music." Despacito is like, you know, in Spanish, got played. Do I like the song? No, I find it tedious to listen to. That's fine. You know, that describes how I feel about 90% of all media in general, including the stuff that I create. So, like, don't take offense to it, Louis Fonsi. Or Daddy Yankee. That's right, I know who sings it. But then there's a new meme, and it's, Alexa, this is so sad, or this is so sad, Alexa, play Despacito. And that one I don't get. Is that from something? Because I feel like, more so than most memes, you know, there's an element of, like, I heard someone say, Alexa, this is so sad, play Despacito, and then the next time something fake sad happened, I said, Alexa, that's so sad, play Despacito, and I became the progenitor of the meme. It was like a no, I made this sort of situation, but I need like a know your meme from chat, from the comments if possible. If you could dictate that to me, I'd be very appreciative. So by the way, we've accidentally created like a really good run here. Very, very few complaints. Lots of, you know, top tier or at least A tier items. I do subscribe to the world of having an S tier. So, you know, lots of A tier game helping, not game winning items. Pact, Mark. Both of those showing up recently was huge. It's enjoy life, dude. Get a move on. We're actually in a position we can afford to be like a little bit flippant. You know, with the way things are looking here. Like, as a demon heart, I'm not walking back for a demon heart. I don't get out of bed for less than 2 demon hearts or a Hierophant card. Well, there's a key. Kind of works. And we are Womb 2, yeah. Okay, this has been like the pace of a lot of our runs recently. Particularly like the ones I've recorded today, which is the last 3 or 4 of them. A little bit dicey for parts of them, and then they get better later. And, you know, I've said it a couple of times. I like having an Isaac run that keeps you on your toes a little bit. My ideal Isaac run is not booting up the game and just winning easily. Ah, silver dollar gives us a shop. What a waste. My ideal Isaac run is... It gets difficult enough to keep your attention, but never so difficult that, like, for more than 2 or 3 floors, it seems like you're likely to die. Like, I think half of a floor of sustained real danger, I'm talking like 1 hit and you'll die, is ideal. Keeps the brain sharp, but you don't have to focus so long that, you know, you need like a recuperation period or something like that. Because even though, you know, this is not physical labor, recording Isaac is a very easy duty, professionally speaking. In spite of that, you know, the more you focus on any task, especially with eyes on you, it can be mentally a little bit exhausting at least. So it's basically 1 spirit heart for occasional invincibility, and I will take you up on that. I don't think, I feel like I'm in a position where I would like to fight Hush right now. Like, our damage is good, but it largely hinges on the existence of Maw of the Void, which requires us to be close to enemies, particularly something we don't want to do on Hush. So I think we're making the right call here. And I have to admit, you know, I've been a little bit coy about saying we're never going to lose an Isaac ever again, but I'm starting to feel it. Is this Bookworm? It is. I'm starting to feel it, and I mean that sincerely. Like, winning this run had some ups, had some downs. See where the bad guys are to be found and make them lay down. I don't want to open any of those. But it felt a little bit routine. And routine is a bad word for a lot of people. It's a great word for me, dude. I got a routine. I love it. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, NLSS. Tuesday, solo streams. Or, you know, me and a couple buds will play some stuff. Then Team Unity. Friday, big recording day. Saturday, apparently I go wait in line for food trucks. How did the food truck situation go? Guess what? It's still Friday. That situation has not resolved itself as of the present moment. Sundays, play the subscriber stream game, and then start back at 1. It's like a dream come true. 2 just want to be with you, etc., etc. I like a routine. A routine does not imply a lack of entertainment. I think. As long as it's a good routine. How is Flatstone? Seems fine. I'm going to use Data Miner once. It was basically just a raw luck downgrade. You know what? I'm okay with that. I think it's fine. Just to remind us that life's not always, you know, sunshine and roses. But can it be sunshine and roses? I mean, don't forget, every rose has its thorn. Nah. Okay, I'm just charging Maw of the Void. It's gonna be a good finish. I mean, we're in a great spot. I love when you don't have to use Guppy's Collar, but you could have used the Guppy's Collar. Just having it up there as like a, you know, ×1 question mark gives me a sense of confidence that even if things go slightly wrong, there's a chance that we're gonna be fine. And that was a huge room for Book of the Dead. An item that, you know, if I'm being honest, I gotta give Book of the Dead top marks. I don't know if it kept me alive, but it certainly did not hurt. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. No. I would rather have another data miner fully charged. That's how much I don't care about notched axe right now. Well, 11 wins. It's palindromic, you know? Going back in the day, a palindromic win. It's worth slightly more than a normal win. 11, 22, 33, etc., etc. Why? Because it's more special. It's palindromic. You only get them once every 10 runs, or I don't even know now that I think about it. How often do you get a palindromic run if you got into the triple digits? Once every 10 runs still, right? 101, 111 is super palindromic. That's a particularly special one. 120, 131, etc., etc., etc. That 99 to 101 range is real nice, huh? 99, palindromic win. 100, 100 wins in a row. 101, palindromic win. That's like the Christmas season. Christmas Eve, Christmas, New Year's all together in like an 8-day period. Bad use of our book. Now, we'll worry about that in 88 wins if we're lucky enough to make it up there. But for now, I'm just, I'm spitballing. I feel confident again for the first time in a while. We started to bust off some victories, and not exclusively in easy wins. I mean, we did get like 5 brimstone runs in a row or something, but... And we're maintaining our Zane, but it's Zane and responsibility. It's a very groovy combination, baby. We're not necessarily taking soy milk unless it seems like it would actually help. We're not deliberately ruining our run for no reason. Yeah, again, a terrible way to use the book, but... I think we'll just... basically, like, here's the thing. If you want to hit me, go ahead and hit me. I'm going to be down here using halitosis to do damage for the first time in my adult life, and that was fun. We'll be back with Win 12, hopefully. Thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. It was a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.